Hey guys, this is Magnolia Empress, aka Maggie. I'm coming to you with a deck review, okay? I know I have a lot of decks that I want to get through right now. I'm not going to do any March readings simply because I'm behind. I don't like to do March monthly readings when the month has already started. So instead, what I'm going to do for the month of March is just upload deck reviews and any spiritual messages that come through, okay? Now, the deck I'm reviewing right now is the Santa Meta Book of the Dead Tarot deck, okay? This is a mass production deck. I got it on Amazon for $22.73. This is one of my birthday gifts for myself. My birthday is November 14th, so I bought this on November 19th, 2020. So I've had it for a while. I've used it in personal readings for myself. I think I used it a couple of times in some of my monthlies or spiritual messages. But one thing I can say that this is an adorable deck. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner because the artwork that is used is not really it's not the same as a traditional tarot deck, okay? So what you get is this nice box. I love the box, except for like when I would take it to work, I had to make sure I had it in the front section because the top can slide off. So it's cute to put in your little purse or your book bag, but just be mindful that the top will come off. You may have to get like a ponytail holder or a rubber band to hold it together. You also get like a little I want to say logo card or souvenir card. You get this manual as well. It's very small, petite, but it does give you the meanings, a general meaning of the cards, and then it also give you like the advice of the dead, which is like the signature what do I say, the interpretation of the author himself, which is Fabio Lestrani. So this manual comes in different languages. You have English, Italian, French, Spanish. Forgive me, y'all. Okay, I've been watching telenovelas lately, so it's gonna slip out. And I mean no disrespect to anyone who speaks Spanish, but I don't know. It's just I pick up dialects whenever I watch TV. Espanol, Spanish. Portuguese, and I want to say that's Mandarin, and I'm not sure what the one that starts on page 107 is, okay? The book is very durable. It's not going to break on you. It has this preparation right here to kind of help you flip through and not worry about tearing up your book. So let's just get into it. Cardstock is very good. I have shuffled these cards like crazy. I like to have like a little, when I break my cards in, I try to put like a little curve right here so it's easy for me to shuffle like this. But for me having it this long and it's still flat, it may have like a little curvature in it. These cards are super durable, okay? If they can fool with my rough hands and how rough I get with my cards, they can surely work for you, okay? As you can see, the artwork is very detailed. It's a gloss finish on the cards, okay? So this one, you'll have the element or suit at the bottom, and then it will have the number or page, 9, queens, kings on the side here, the court card over there, okay? So as you can see, the colors pop like crazy. So you have red for the wands, and see how this is what I'm saying about you. It's not like, well, I don't know if I said it yet, but these cards, the artwork is not like a traditional tarot deck, so I wouldn't recommend it for your first deck. I recommend you get a Rider-Waite-Smith or a Universal Tarot so you can get familiar, because the pictures and the symbols in the traditional decks help you to learn it, and then once you get a good understanding and knowledge of the cards, then you can jump into these bad boys, okay? So As you can see, the cards are based on Santeria or Santa Meta traditions, because it has the I don't want to call them sugar skulls, but that's what they are. And then the Wands deck is represented by the color red, and then the Swords are represented, I want to say, by the color yellow. But let me grab another card to be sure. Of course, the Pentacles is represented by the color green. And see, this is the Five of Pentacles, and we all know that the Five of Pentacles is about, well, if you don't, the Five of Pentacles is about things being scarce. You're not sure where to go, and you're looking for help, but you're probably being stubborn. And you're seeing this guy actually walking on the dead, and they could be there trying to help him find the path, but he's just walking over them, not really paying attention to where they're going. Okay, so this is just one of the things that you have to you kind of have to learn the symbolism in this deck. So yes, the Six of Swords, yeah, the Swords are represented by yellow, Pentacles by green, Wands by the color red, and the Cups are represented by the color blue. Okay, now the colors where intertwined, well, jump in between, but you just have to pay attention to the symbolism on the cards. All right, so like here's the Three of Cups. It has all the colors in it. This card is just so cute to me. So you kind of have to have, like, be comfortable, have almost like a little dark humor to get into these cards. If you are all butterflies and roses, this deck might not be for you. Okay, here's the King of Cups card where you can see the blue. Okay, so let's just hop into some of the cards that I like. I will, if you're a person that just wants to see the cards, I will have a separate flip through that will be included in this one, but I'm not going to mark it, so I just have a separate video with flip throughs for you. Okay, so now I'm just going to get into the cards that I like. All of the number 10 cards for the suit are going to look like this. So this is why I say be careful with trying to use this deck as your starter deck, because some of the cards will look similar like the 10s. Okay, so but this is the 10 of Wands deck, and you can see how the color just pops. Here's the Ace of Swords. See, here's another card that's different from the traditional style of cards. This is the Chariot card. Okay, and as you can see, it looks like a funeral, but you know, for when you're talking about your ancestors and your loved ones passing, their passing is the beginning of their journey. Okay, so you don't, like for myself, when my loved ones pass, I don't like to say they died, because their spirit just left their body. So I like to see it as a transition. Okay, so transitioning to the next stage in their spiritual life. Okay, so this card really resonates with me as far as, you know, its imagery. Okay, and I'm laughing at this one. This is the Hierophant. Okay, you see how he has the Ouija board, which is something I won't fool with, but but he's getting ready to talk to your loved ones on the other side. So coming from, when you relate this to the spiritual practice of Santa Meta or Santeria, this makes sense. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles here. He's looking for a harvest, and he's growing some insight through speak. This gives me the feel of he's trying to speak with his ancestors. He's trying to figure out how to grow and harvest what he wants, and they're working behind the scenes to make it come to pass for him. Okay, and this is the Emperor card. He ain't playing with you. You see that he got his gun. What is that? Automatic rifle, as well as his wand, and he is ready to get things done. This is the Temperance card. Okay, so some of them may have a hint of traditionalism to it, but at the end, but overall, I just like this deck because it's super, super unique. And like the Seven of Cups here, it looks the same as a traditional Seven of Cups with the confusion. The see, and here's the Ten of Swords, which if you go back and look at the Ten of Wands, it's similar. So that's why I say you have to know the meanings for yourself. Okay, this isn't a deck that if you want to do a reading, you can't just cheat and look at the cards. If you're a beginner, you have to know what you're doing. Okay. Here's the Devil card. This is one of the cards I always check in any deck to see if I like it. If it gives me a feeling, then I will always return it. Okay, or give it to someone. The Six of Wands is so cool to me, where he's helping his loved ones kind of go make it to the other side. And here's the Fool. So yeah, I adore this deck. I will use it more often. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles here, where you have Mr. is with the abacus. I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if any like people born into the 2000s will actually know what an abacus is, but it's like, you probably think it's one of the little toys with the little colors on the lines and you can just swing it from one side to the other. But we actually used to do math with those suckers when I was in kindergarten in the 80s. So so yeah, I like that. I like the Queen of Wands, because she's like calling for family. You know, she's trying to get shit done. Not to mention that I like her waist. Mama is fine, ain't she? Here's the Ten of Cups. So look at the Hermit card. Isn't that sick and cool? I love this deck. What can I say? And then, of course, this World card is like, bam. She's sitting around on the world watching, make sure, you know, watching the sands of time, moving things along, letting you know for the beginning, every beginning has an end, and the end sometimes, you know, the end of the beginning and the beginning is the end. Smashing Pumpkin song. Gotta love it. Okay. So here's the Lovers. Nine of Cups. Mama said, look, I can have fun by myself. I don't have to be with y'all. I can, you know, I'm doing the damn thing on my own. This one is wicked to me, for me. Wicked in a good way. With the Five of Cups. Not really sure what you want. You're confused. And your mind is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now. You're mourning and depression. And because you done allowed yourself to get into this dark, deep space of thought, you can't see your way out of it. So, yeah. Overall, I give this deck... Wait, one more. Four of Pentacles. She's the puppeteer, making sure everybody, you know, get to where they need to. Do you want to take a risk? If you do, just remember she's watching you, okay? So, overall, I love this deck. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 only because it's hard for me to break this deck in. As in to get it to where I like the little dent in it that I like when I shuffle cards. But let me quit playing. I give it a 10 out of 10, you guys. So if you want to have, you have a dark sense of humor, or you want a deck that is familiar to your culture, if this is, you know, where your ancestry is, get this deck, okay? All right, you guys. So stay tuned, and I'm about to get ready to do a flip through. All right. See you guys later. Love you.